10 most abnormal and unbelievable couples in the world. Love comes in all shapes and sizes. And today we're here to prove just that. There's no telling when and with whom you might fall in love, so let it be a lesson to always keep an open mind. Join us as we go over 10 of the most unique and unusual couples ever. Number 1, Martin van Buren and Haining Swan. You know how you think you're weird and will probably never find another person just as weird as you? Well, Martin van Buren was one of the lucky ones. Nicknamed the Kentucky Giant, Martin was an absolute giant with a height of 7 feet and 7.5 inches. He clocked in a weight of 149 kilograms, but that's not the only interesting bit. Our giant friend is married to an equally giant partner. His better Haining Swan could match the Martin in height, if not more. It's quite remarkable that these managed to find each other in this big world. But the important question is whether their kids were giants as well. Well, to answer your question, no. Their kids were perfectly normal. No family of giants here. Sorry, fellas. Still, these two made for an incredibly cute couple, and we can't help but envy the fact that these two found each other. Number 2, Liu Yi and Liu Yi. Not everyone finds some love. Luckily for Liu Yi, he didn't wait around for the universe to bring him a soulmate. Instead, he took matters into his own hands when he decided to marry a cutout version of himself. Yeah, you heard it right. Liu Yi married a cardboard cutout version of himself. One where he was dressed in a bridal dress. Yes, his friends and family who attended the event were just as confused as you are right now. Interestingly, the ceremony followed all the traditions of a typical Chinese wedding. Turns out that Liu is a conservative man at the end of the day. He said that this was all part of constructing and deconstructing himself. He also said that he wanted others to realize that they didn't always have to marry someone from the opposite sex. Liu was later deemed to be mentally challenged by psychologists, so try not to be too impressed. Number 3, Ahmed, Muhammed, Dore, and Safia Abdulleh. Now, this is one couple that proves that age truly is a number. Ahmed Muhammed Dore is from Somalia and is aged around 112 years, while Safia Abdulleh, his wife, is 17 years old. What's more, Safia is Ahmed's 6th wife. Man, this guy didn't find love once but 6 times. At the age of 112, he's the oldest man on the planet. If we were to celebrate his year of birth, it would fall somewhere in the 18th century. And well, he's married to the girl of the 21st century, but love is love. At the time of the marriage, Dore was already a father to 13 children and 5 wives, 3 of which had unfortunately passed away. His oldest son had also passed away at the age of 80. Safe to say there's not a couple like them on the planet. Number 4, Amanda, Rodger, and Sheba. You know how they say a dog's man's best friend? Well, this woman decided to make a husband out of her pet Sheba. Amanda Rodgers did marry a man before, but unfortunately the marriage failed and she didn't have the heart to try again. Instead, she went for the safe option and married a dog. Not the option most of us would have gone with, but hey, you do you, girl. When asked why Amanda decided to do what she did, she said that Sheba had been in her life for many years now. He's made her laugh and comforted her when she was feeling low. At the end of the day, that's what she needed from a life partner. Number 5, Flavio, Briatore, and Elisabetta Gregoraci. Now here's a couple that's bound to shock you. You know how they say that some people marry for money? Well, these two married for love, even though every instinct in your brain tells you otherwise. Flavio started out as a restaurant manager and an insurance salesman in Italy. But today he's roaming the streets as a highly successful and rich Italian businessman. On the other hand, his wife Gregoraci started off as a dancer on the Italian television show Libero. Gregoraci's been accused of offering sexual favors in the past to land a job as a showgirl for the Italian public national television company RAI. With those kinds of rumors, you can imagine how many heads were turned when she went ahead and married a rich man. Sorry to pop your bubble, but that's not the case here. These two married for love, and you can see it in all the photos. Hard to fake that kind of love. Number 6, Paul and Maria Butzki. We've heard of a man having 2 wives, maybe even more. But a woman having more than one partner, that's completely unheard of. Meet Maria Butzki. She's in a relationship with both Peter and Paul at the same time. And that's not even the most interesting bit. Get this, Paul's the new husband while Peter is the ex-lover. All of them live in the same house and even share the same word. Number 7, Sanele and Helen. Most people don't believe in ghosts, but for some reason these two. Sanele Mesalele thinks that the ghost of his forefather came back from the dead to advise him to marry 61-year-old Ellen. Yes, as unbelievable as it sounds, an 8-year-old married a 61-year-old and no one objected to it. The pair put a ring on in front of hundreds of guests. And get this, Ellen's already married. She's a mother of 5, in fact. The marriage was planned in just 2 months, and the family paid £500 for the bride and £1,000 for the big day. Celine dressed up in a silver suit and a bow tie for the big day and even puckered up for a kiss. You can add this to the list of couples we don't approve of. The community was shocked by this ceremony, to say the least, but the family continues to back their decision and show no sign of changing their mind. Well, we hope it happens sometimes because no way are we giving this our stamp of approval. Number 8, Gabriela and Victor Peralta. Now here's one more couple who found love despite being different compared to both love. Both of these individuals hold the record for the most body modifications and tattoos. It's like a match made in heaven. Victor has 90% of his body covered with tattoos, while Gabriela has 65% of her body covered. You may find it weird, but these two think the other is just simply perfect the way they are. And you know what? We might be just a tad bit jealous. Just a tad bit. Number 9, Anton, Kraft, and China Bell. We've already met the giant family, now it's time to learn about a dwarf love story. Well, at least one person in the relationship falls in that category. Meet Anton Kraft, a 4-foot dwarf man who's married a tall transgender woman with a height of 6.3 feet. Now that's a pairing we don't see every day. However, there's more to this couple than just the height difference. Anton is in fact a weightlifting champion who's been able to lift 4 times his own weight. No wonder he's considered the strongest man in his class. As for his wife China Bell, she was born as a male and has long since transitioned to a female. Their relationship is proof that love has no boundaries. It almost makes our cynical little hearts begin to believe in love again. Number 10, Kyle Jones and Marjorie McCool. Remember how we said that age is just a number? Well, it really is, because we have another couple on our hands whose love transcends the normal boundaries of age. Except the genders are reversed this time. This time it's the woman who's the senior. Meet Marjorie McCool, who's married to Kyle Jones. These two have a difference of 60 years between them, making Marjorie old enough to be Kyle's grandmother. Okay, gear up, because that's not the weird bit. Marjorie is in fact Kyle's grandmother. Yeah, you heard right. These two are related, and they're in a relationship. Now this is one couple that have had a hard time getting approval. Pretty sure they're the only one of their kind. Alright, that's a wrap for this video. Which of these couples do you think were the weirdest? Let us know your thoughts in the comments section below. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe to our channel for more videos. Bye now.